This oral history project is for the Balboa Island Museum and Historical Society. It's February 10th, 2014. I'm here with Peggy Marotta, and we will be going over some questions about the island's history. Would you please start by telling me why Balboa Island holds such a special place in your heart?
Well, I think it's a special place in everybody's heart, but I've known about it and loved it ever since I was a child, a long time ago. And always wanted to live here, and it was like a dream come true. I moved here in 1984, and the only thing is my husband wanted to be here so bad too, but he had already passed away, and so I sold our house and just came down as soon as I could.
What was it like at that time?
Well, it was really, well, other than the stores and, Park Avenue, and it hasn't changed that much. Of course, there's a lot more houses, but I don't really remember a lot of vacant lots either, so it's still about the same, but the town is a lot better. It's a great town.
Would you share with me your favorite story about a famous person or celebrity you may have encountered here on the island?
Well, one time I was walking, this was when I was really young, probably in high school, walking down the sidewalk, and here was, you probably don't know Andy Devine, but he was a big movie star at that time. And there was a barber shop, and he was getting his hair cut, and we all were looking in there at him. He's a big fat guy. But of course, we've had a lot of movie stars here. There's several pictures here in the museum of movie stars that lived here, including Shirley Temple, right here. But
is that part of the magic of moving here? You saw some of these early depictions of the island, and part of your dream come true.
Buddy Ebsen, of course, he lived right on the bayfront. His house is still there. And at that time, he was a very well-known movie star.
Absolutely. Do you have any special holiday memories relating to Balboa Island?
Well, we've had a lot of special memories lately, and back then we didn't really come down here on Balboa because we weren't living here then, but we used to have a lot of parties, and I came from Whittier. That was where we grew up. But actually, we do have a lot of memories now. Every year we have the parade, which is just great, really amazing parades. We have 2 parades, don't we? We have the one in June, and then we're always having parties. That's the fun of being here too. We know all our neighbors, and we have a lot of good times together.
Do you have a particular celebration that holds a special meaning that the residents partake in?
Well, just our Christmas, and my family all live around here, so we have a lot of fun. Neighbors. It's a very neighborly place because we live close to each other. Some people may not like that, but we do.
That's great. Would you share some of the life-changing events that might have occurred when you moved here to the island?
Well, when my grandchildren were born, my one daughter who lives here, her child, her one and only, she was born here. And my other daughter, who lives a few miles away. Let me see now, what else? It's kind of hard to think. Anyway, that's about it for here. Always having some kind of events going on.
Right. Do you have a favorite Balboa Island story that brings back fond memories, or your childhood or brings out the inner child in you?
Mhm. Well, boy, I should have had this before I came in. Always having life-changing things. Of course, deaths are one thing. I lost my son and his wife, but those are not real good things to talk about, I guess. We're always having something life-changing. I have to think about that.
Are there communal memories that you, maybe from, that you've been able to share in as well that have had special meaning to you?
Oh, dear me. My daughter lives here, so I'm trying to think of some of those things I wouldn't talk about, but anyway.
Sounds like you're still
Every day
building-
is a great day on Balboa Island, I'll tell you that.
Sounds like you're still building those memories with your
Right.
block parties as well. I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
something
And
to
the
be
kids.
celebrated, since
Yeah.
it's a lost part of that hospitality that
Mhm.
it's very important in this
Yeah,
generation.
I think it's a little different than any other place.
Truly is. Do you have a favorite story about a business on Marine Avenue?
Oh, yeah.
Or it could be a business that actually still doesn't even exist today, so either, so it stands now or one.
Well, my daughter and I are both seamstress. We sew a lot. I used to make bathing suits, bikinis,
Oh.
and she would be making men's trunks, and we were selling them. And when I first moved here, I didn't have all that kind of money, and so I was doing men's jean, whatever they had that had to be sewed. I would do that. And let's see, what else was I was modeling for about 15 years, doing TV commercials and movies and print work in magazines, all the kinds of magazines we have now. And I did a Budweiser commercial down in San Diego. And I had a lot of fun doing that for about 15 years, and then I was on a billboard up on the freeway there. My neighbor will never forget talking about that. And that was a lot of fun in my life. I started doing that right after my husband passed away, and so everybody was always looking, for my picture somewhere.
What years were those?
That was in about 85 to about 95 or 80 when the senior thing started, which was in about the 90s, senior people. Well, there was a big demand for older ladies, and I was about 48 or 50 when I started. So I had 3 agents. One was in San Diego, one was in Palm Springs, and a couple of them in LA. So I did a lot of driving around. I got a big portfolio for that. So it was a lot of fun, meeting a lot of people.
It seems with your history, this is a very apropos place to reside eventually among the stars and
Right,
the glamour of Los Angeles and the lifestyle that it's
Those
offered.
were really
So
fun times.
it's neat that you chose here of all places to
Yeah.
come.
So I made some pretty good money too doing that. Kind of helped me pay my house off.
How has your neighborhood changed throughout the years?
Really, my next door neighbor has always been there. She's going to do this for some time too. She couldn't do it today. But then both my neighbors are all about the same. A few different ones, but yeah. We've only had like 1 or 2 new houses on the island since I've been there. We're kind of lucky for that.
Well, that completes our set of preset questions. Was there anything else that you'd like to add to this interview?
Well, just come and see the museum. It's a great spot and a great little museum for us. So whoever's looking at this, come and see us.
Great. Well, thank you for your time. We
Thank you.
appreciate you being here and doing
Thank you
this.
very much.